Aloha, Hunani here from Kingdom of Bahrain. Welcome to my living room again. Izzy's with me today. You'll probably hear some background noise or some chanting or screaming, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be sharing with you just a quick little tip tutorial, something to play with in your own practice. This is for people who've been practicing for a while or yoga instructors. I've been doing this for a while. I teach it in class when I feel inspired, when I think the students are ready. We'll go swimming after this, okay? But essentially, this is an alternative way or another way you can bring your arms overhead just to feel a lot of shoulder, play with shoulder stability, keeping shoulders in the socket without hyperextending the shoulders and finding more of the lift through the heart or the chest so it gets into the mid-back as well. It also requires you to be really, really nice and strong through the core. So that's a lot of words. Let's explore it so that you can see what I'm talking about. Izzy might sit here, she might run around. We'll go swimming after this, I promise, okay? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, and you can follow along with me for this, what we're gonna first do is just come into a low lunge or high lunge. So whichever way you wanna get there. I'm just gonna step the right leg back at first. I'm gonna come into low lunge. We'll do this several times just so you can experience it. So coming into your low lunge, what I want you to do is just bring your arms overhead the way that you naturally would, just so you see what that feels like. Okay, whether that's forward, whether that's out to the side, and then I want you to look up. Okay, just notice what that feels like. And release. Okay, this way that I'm sharing with you today, what I want you to do instead is bring your arms in front of you. Either take Temple Mudra or press your hands firmly together. Excuse me. From here, what I'm going to do is lift my arms. So notice thank you, good stability check. What I'm going to do, I'm pressing my arms firmly together. My elbows are nice and strong, or straight. And then from here, I'm going to lift up. Boom. That's as far as my arms will let me go. That's fine. I'm going to stay there. And then to get my hands pointing up towards the ceiling, I'm going to do that through my upper chest. I'm going to lift my heart straight up towards the ceiling. And then gaze up. Notice what that feels like. Breathe. I'm still squeezing my arms together and gently release. Let's do the other side. Okay, so I'm just going to bring the other foot forward. You can be in low lunge or high lunge. I'm just going to do what you naturally do. Bring your arms overhead, however you naturally do that. Notice what that feels like. And then release. Let's try it the new way or a different way. Okay, hands together, take the opposite clasp with your thumb if you're doing Temple Mudra. And again, nice strong arms. And what we're going to do is we're going to inhale the arms until they don't go any further. From there, my core is nice and strong. And I'm lifting my heart until my hands are vertical. Breathe. And just notice how that feels a little different. And exhale, release. I'm going to step back into a down dog. And now I'm going to come into Warrior One. Just switch it up. Let's try it in a few different asana or posture. So Warrior One, inhale the arms overhead, the way you traditionally would, or out to the side. And then gently release. Let's try it the new way today. Bring your arms in front of you, clasp, Charlie's Angel style, nice strong arms. Inhale, lift them up until they won't go any further. And then from there, lift with your heart. Breathe. And gently release. Other foot forward. So one way, I don't believe it is better or worse than. It's merely, all of yoga asana is bringing your awareness to the inner landscape and just recognizing all the amazing things our body can do in all the different ways. This is just one of those ways. So let's do it the new way. Hands together. Temple Mudra if you're doing the other thumb, or switch thumb on top if you're doing Temple Mudra. Inhale, lift the arms until they won't go any further. That's just the natural anatomy of your shoulders right there. Part of it muscles as well, but mostly anatomy. And then from there, lift your heart until your arms are vertical. Okay, breathe. It takes a lot more muscular energy through the shoulders, through the core, through the neck, and release. I believe what I was saying is it takes a lot more muscular energy. I'm going to go ahead and walk forward and come come up. I believe it takes a lot more muscular energy to do it the second way. It requires you to have a lot of awareness in the shoulders. You'll feel your shoulders externally rotating as you still lift. And then from there, just using a little more core strength, a little back core strength to lift the heart, okay? So just something for you to play with today. Izzy got stuck in the laundry basket. I gotta go save her. But thank you for joining me today. I would love to hear your feedback if you play with that. If you're playing with your practice, feedback, questions, I love it. Thank you, aloha, and namaste.